Thousands of students came to this country with their parents. They have no legal documents that allow them to live in the United States, but they have been allowed to study and work for 2 years under a program called Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals. Now the time is up for the first wave of beneficiaries. CCTV's Nitza Soledad Perez reports on the uncertainty ahead for these students.
Axel Perez came to the United States in 2006 at the age of 15. His mom brought him here to save his arm.
I was diagnosed with cancer in Nicaragua in my left arm. And the doctors said that the only way to save my life or my arm was to cut it off completely, the whole arm. So my parents decided to find another option.
The first time Axel heard the word undocumented was when some hospitals refused to treat him.
Jackson, what they said is like, I'm sorry, we cannot help you unless you have papers, like unless you have insurance.
Another hospital provided the care he needed. The family stayed to monitor his disease. Today, he's a cancer-free college graduate, and because he got a work permit through the Deferred Action program, he works 2 jobs, in part to repay the person to whom he's most grateful.
When I got my first paycheck, I was like, what do you need, Mom? I got you,
Alex is among the beneficiaries of a program put in place by U.S. President Barack Obama in June of 2012. The Deferred Action program grants temporary legal residency status to young immigrants who meet certain criteria, such as having entered the U.S. before the age of 16, being enrolled in school, or graduated, and having no criminal history.
I got my license and work. I could go to college. It brought me a lot of happiness.
But that happiness may only last 2 years, the duration of the deferral. Now Venezuelan-born Francis Rodriguez and her brother will have to reapply.
It is expensive because it's me and my brother. It will be over $800 that my family has to pay, and it's complicated. It is a lot of documents.
Along with the burden of bureaucracy comes the uncertainty of the unknown.
Me? I feel in limbo.
It makes me anxious that not knowing if what's gonna happen in the future. Is they gonna keep allowing this?
According to U.S. immigration authorities, some 520,000 students have obtained the Deferred Action. Students will now have to follow the same process to apply all over again, and renewal is not guaranteed. Also worrisome for these youngsters, the U.S. 2016 presidential election, and an unknown future leader who may or not support their American dreams. Nitza, Soledad, Perez, CCTV, Miami.